Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. All right, let's go big. Today, I'm especially grateful for those who quietly keep their promises, long after the emotion of making the promise is gone. I've been thinking about the word character. So when you hear the word character, what comes to mind? There's a definition of character that I absolutely love, and you've probably heard me say it before. Wasn't my quote. It was one from Hyrum Smith. If you don't know who Hyrum Smith was, he was one of the co-founders of the Franklin uh, Corporation, Daytimer, Franklin Planner, and eventually merged with Covey, Franklin Covey. His definition is this: character is the ability to carry out a worthwhile decision once the emotion of making that decision has passed. Character is the ability to carry out a worthwhile decision once the emotion of making that decision has passed. And that landed deeply with me. That's been years ago, and it stuck with me. Now, just recently, the last year or so, another person who I recommend tremendously, world renowned, but you probably haven't heard of him. His name is Robert C. Gay. We call him Bob Gay. He's a former founder or senior partner of Bain and Company. But more importantly, he's a partner in Kensington Capital. His family's been involved in philanthropic work globally around the planet. He's a global business and philanthropic leader. He's a religious leader. So when Bob recommends a book, I listen. He said, Lee, I read from this one book almost daily just to get inspired. All right, what is the book? It wasn't what I was expecting. It's called The 1 Year Book of Amazing Stories, and it's by Robert Pedersen. And it doesn't take long just to read one chapter. You just get inspired. And Lori and we put it on our cell phones. We can read it daily, and we like to talk about some of the stories that are there. But let me tell you, there's one story in particular that grabbed me. I've really thought about this a lot. It's called The 40 Martyrs of Sebaste. So in 320 AD, during a bitter winter, 40 Roman soldiers of the Thundering Legion were ordered to renounce their Christian faith. When they refused, they were stripped, they were marched out onto the frozen lake, and they left them there to die. But they tempted them. And what they did is they put steaming hot baths on the shore. And one of the 40 gave in. He stepped off the ice. But here's what gave me chills. The Roman guard, watching it all unfold, was so moved by their unwavering courage, those that remained, that he stripped off his armor and stepped out onto the ice to join them, and restoring the number to 40. By morning, they were gone, but their example still ripples across generations. Now, most of us will never have to stand on a frozen lake naked to test our character. But doesn't character really show up in our everyday promises? Not only promises to others, but the quiet ones we make to ourselves, the follow-throughs that happen when no one is watching, the commitment to our principles when the emotions fade and then excuses rise. You see, character is the thriver mindset in action, or what we call the river mindset in action. It is flow, not force. It's arrows out instead of arrows in. It's big decisions honored in small, quiet moments. So here's our empowering question for the week. So I'm asking myself, what choice or decision have I already made that I now get to honor quietly and consistently, no matter what? No matter what. What decisions have you made that you've already made? You've already made them. You see, the one of the choice determines our character. Choice determines our character. You can make a decision to be in great health and to work out and be in great shape, but you have a choice at 4 o'clock in the moment. See, decisions mostly are aspirational. It's our choices that determine our character. It shows up in keeping our word even when it's inconvenient. Have you ever made an important decision only to see it fade away? Well, just remember, character is the ability to carry out a worthwhile decision once the emotion of making that decision has passed. So let's pick one no matter what. I want you to just look at yourself. There is inside of each one of us, there is a no matter what that you're going to say, no matter what, I am going to honor my commitment to myself or to whoever, whatever it was. There's a no matter what for you that you can choose, to strengthen your character by following through on that choice. Character is the ability to carry out a worthwhile decision once the emotion of that decision has passed. And it's done through our choices. So make meaningful choices this week. Have a great week. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.